Right, so before we proceed with this video, I understand it might be a little bit too long, so if you're to just look in the description right now, you can see I have provided chapters. So if you just want to skip ahead to the actual showcase of the skins, just scroll down, take a look, the option's there, and it's available to you right now. Right, so good day, Ruskin enjoyers. I have you right, because it's time to yap about the likes of the brand new Rust store, and of course, showcase the brand new skins. Now, earlier today, a good couple hours ago, actually it was about 3 hours ago, we received all the brand new skins for the Charitable Rust store. So, of course, as we expected last night when we did the abnormal barders, it was a mix of a standard Rust store with the likes of 4 very special Charitable Rust skins. Alright, so let's just quickly hop out of here and show you the current Rust store. Now, just to point out, yes, the Charitable Rust store skins are non-tradable, non-marketable, but they're only available for 1 week. Yes, they are selling at a slightly higher price, but all proceeds do go towards the likes of the charity that Charitable Rust is helping out this year. That is Direct Relief. So, if you're feeling nice, if you want to help out, remember, every little helps. Consider buying the skins. You will be helping out, and of course, you'll be helping support the likes of a charity that helps out so many people who are desperately in need of help and whatnot. Consider the recent disasters, the natural disasters that are affecting America, for example. There's going to be a lot of people that desperately need some help right about now. So you get the idea. Cool. Right then, let's go ahead and look at these skins that are actually marketable and find out which of them are and are not abnormal. So we have 8 normal regular skins, which we can take a look at right now, and we can just find out, are they actually abnormal? So that's not abnormal, that's not abnormal, this is abnormal, this is abnormal, this is abnormal, this is abnormal, that's not abnormal, and this is abnormal. So that means with the likes of this Rust store, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 abnormal skins, 4 charitable Rust skins, and 3 regular skins. So that means next week we'll be chasing after likes the Cheese Poncho, the Frozen Crypt Furnace, the Greening Area Garage Door, the Oasis Sheepman Door, and the Tank Armor Roadsign Gloves. Cool. So we've got that nice and established. That's very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the skins so far with their sales. So it's been about 3.5 hours since the Rust store rotated, and it's really not selling that much. In fact, the top selling skin so far is a Charitable Rust skin, which is nice to see. But, seeing that this garage door isn't selling that much, small box not really selling that much, because remember last week, the likes of what we saw, the likes of these skins, they're selling like hotcakes, they're going crazy. But no, this week's completely different, which I guess probably would make sense, because maybe a bunch of money was already spent on the likes of all of those skins. We'll see. Anyway, so looking at the current state of the sales so far, I wouldn't really expect that many sales, which could potentially make these skins look a lot more appealing as an investment. I'm definitely looking at a couple of them right now. So, shall we jump in now, take a look at all of these skins based on current sales, and yeah, consider if they could be nice investments. Now, the way I'm going to go about this is I'm going to look at all the marketable and tradable skins first, and then afterwards I'll talk about the likes of the Charitable Rust store skins. Right, let's jump in then. As you can see, we have the Greening Area Garage Door being accepted, continuation of the likes of the Sheepman Door from not too long ago. Unfortunately, you have gone down in price, but again, I'm kind of not surprised. Sheepman Doors this year, oof. And this just so happens to be another garage door. I do believe we have now properly surpassed last year. Last year, whilst it says 28 here, that was actually never actually introduced. We had 27 skins being introduced in 2023. That was the highest amount of garage doors introduced in a single year. So far this year, we've now got 29. Yes, that does include the likes of Twitch drops, but of course last year had a whole bunch of Twitch drops as well. So what you see here, guys, it's becoming a problem. Take a look at all the garage doors that we see, and pretty much every single marketable one is not holding up super great. I think that's a very clear picture. I think that's very obvious. Only a select few are doing quite alright, including the likes of the Neon Bismuth garage door. That's nice to see. Oasis only just became marketable, so we can't really judge it right now. Main point is, I'm not expecting some great things to happen like this immediately. I'm a bit concerned. Also, take this into consideration. The next 2 Rust stores from here and now are expected to be Halloween skins. So that means we're not going to be seeing another Greening Area Deplorable being produced and accepted for another 2 or 3 weeks. There you go. So that's a little bit awkward, yes. Alright then. So at the very least, should we actually look at the skin and, judge it like that? Okay, cool. So, looking at this, as you can see, it's got a very interesting, strange design. What's the green stuff? I want to hear your comments. What do you believe the green stuff is? Because I don't actually know. Is it some sort of scientific experiment? An ooze of some sort? Some weird, strange GMO food? I don't know. Is it broccoli? Is it something else? Are the police knocking on your doors? What are they growing in that lab? Anyway, let's just take a quick look at this at night time. So, snap. And as you can see, it's pretty bright. Let me turn off all the lights. And yeah, that is very, very noticeable. Look at that. All right. So maybe that's not very appealing to everyone, but at the very least you can see it's very, very bright and very, very noticeable. If I could just quickly go like in-game, looking around and staring at it, yeah, that is bright. Now I also just want to quickly showcase this. Rolled up, it also still glows in the dark, and it's got a very creative reason as to why. So as you can clearly see, that door is like a laboratory door containing what was like inside it. But as you can see, you had like some wires here, and they've been cut. And of course, they're emitting like, I don't know, static electricity or whatnot. You can see it glows in the dark. That's cool. And of course, during the day, yeah, that looks like a genuine reason for it to glow in the dark. That's cool. I like that little bit of creativity there. So that's a lovely little design choice. So it's a perfectly fine looking garage door. If you like it, by all means, buy it, use it, enjoy it, support that skin creator. Keep them motivated to keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. However, if you want to be a little bit smarter with your money, I'll be brutally honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if it probably halves in price after about a week or two. Very sorry to say, but that's basically what we've seen with the likes of garage doors so far this year, because we just keep getting even more and more garage doors. And during the same week that this is in the Rust store, a certain garage door over there is also being given away for free. And I'll be talking more about that a little bit later. Oh yes, I will, with a very interesting demonstration. So, alright, cool. Hopping back over to the likes of here. Greening area garage door. You're cool, you're nice. Chances are we will be seeing some more greening area skins being produced. Will they be accepted? That's up for debate, but of course that's not going to happen for at least another 3 Rust stores. Okay, well, 3 weeks I'd probably clarify. I don't think it's retaining its price, just at first glance. But if it sells hardly anything, like if I'm looking at this next week and I find out it's only sold like 10,000 subscribers, okay, yeah, that would be different. That would be interesting. But I don't think it's not going to even reach 10,000. I think it'll still surpass that. So we'll see how things turn out. But yeah, as I said, if you like it, just buy it. All right. Not everything has to be an investment. Just treat yourself every now and then. But if you want to be smart with your Steam wallet, maybe you just want to wait it out a little bit longer. Like most garage doors, I don't expect much. It is abnormal, and we can use that time to our advantage. But even then, I don't expect much. So, all right, cool. Let's move on then. Shall we talk about the likes of the air conditioner box? So this is a fun little roleplay sort of skin. Take a look at this. It's very rusty. It's grimy. It's definitely in need of a clean. It's the air conditioner wood storage box. Yes, produced by likes of Freddy and Krueger. A very interesting, goofy design. Let's go ahead and take a look at this in game. So as I turn over to here, it's over on the floor. Now you're probably wondering, does it glow in the dark? No, it does not glow in the dark. So very nice rusted design, very cool, pan around. If you're trying to go for a nice, cool office aesthetic with the likes of your base, potentially this might be the skin you're looking for. Right, now let's go ahead and take a look at it at night time. So of course, snap. And as you can see, no glow or anything, and with the lights off, it's immediately obvious. Get a good look at that. So, alright, that's a bit awkward for some people, I'm sure. But, hey, does every single skin have to glow in the dark? Is there any good reason for this to glow in the dark? You know, there's no creative reason or design by it. I mean, if it had some, like, lights in it or something, yeah, sure, that would have worked. But, nah, there's no glow in the dark whatsoever. Alright then, so would this likely hold up quite alright? Would this likely do well? Well, by default, I'm not exactly super confident with the likes of small box skins. Now, recently, we did have something somewhat similar with the likes of that Tier 3 small box. It was the Tier 3 toolbox, wasn't it? And then we got the likes of a non-affiliated, but still very relevant, Tier 3 armored door. And I think a lot of people just instantly assumed the small box was connected to it. Nope, they were made by 2 separate skin creators. That small box actually got bought out and rose up in price ever so nicely. So let's do some comparisons with the likes of the small boxes that have come out so far this year. And as you can see, the vast majority aren't exactly holding up very well. So I've recently put out a video discussing the state of skins. Of course, we're currently basically in the middle of October. Most skins do appear to have already reached their lowest point in terms of their price for 2024. So if I could just quickly open up the likes of showcasing my YouTube here. So here's my main page. Have you seen this video? Consider giving it a good watch. With some examples, I basically point out that most skins appear to have already reached, as I said, their lowest point, and I'm pretty sure you can see that with the likes of this thumbnail there. So whilst I show off like the camouflage skins and whatnot, it gives you a good example in knowing what to do to look for the likes of these lowest points. So I think with the likes of those neon storages, for example, they're probably not going any lower. And as expected, they reached around $1. But from here and now, maybe they're going to work out quite all right. But they are a collection. This right here is not a collection. So far, we haven't seen anything that's going to resemble... Well, nothing's been showcased that we're going to be seeing more air conditioner themed skins and whatnot. It could happen. It might happen. There could still be a large box. What else is going to happen after that, though? Yeah. So I don't fully know. What about a gigantic large box toaster? Does it come with bread? Right, anyway. As you look down, you can see a lot of the small boxes over the past 2 years have not fared very well as investments. They've actually gone down in price. Like right now, it's October, spooky month. That's a Halloween-themed small box right there. It's half the price it sold for. Yep. Oh dear. So there's also another problem. That's not abnormal. So we don't have the abnormal time trial advantage to consider, oh, maybe we could do the barders first and just see if there's interest. No. So I'm looking at that and I can't help but assume it's probably not going to hold up very well. By default, I say that. But if there were to be interesting continuations, much like what happened to the Tier 3 toolbox, which I didn't make too much of a fuss about. Let me just quickly point this out because that was in the positive, yeah. Sold for $2, now it's on the Steam market at $3. Nice. But is it going to stay like that forever? Oh, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to go about approaching this, but at the very least, next Wednesday, when we look at all the skins here and look at how much they've sold and whatnot, we can make considerations, but chances are I'll probably just stick with doing a barter. Yeah, that's going to probably be the way I go about it. So yeah, if you like it, by all means, comment below. Tell me your thoughts. Do you think it's a nice roleplayer skin? Do roleplayer skins maintain their interest forever? Well, yeah, there you go. So we'll leave it at that. Let's now move on to the next skin, the Frozen Crypt Furnace. Now, personally, I like this skin a lot. I like the Frozen Crypt collection. So I just want to quickly show this off right now. In-game, looking ever so nice. A lovely continuation for this collection. But if you can recall, the previous skin that we had accepted, what was it, the large box? That sold hardly anything, didn't it? And I was under the impression, potentially, if we do continue to see the likes of the Frozen Crypt skins being produced, the likes of that large box potentially could rise up in price ever so nicely. So as long as we keep seeing more being produced and accepted, blah, 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 yap, you get the idea, deplorable collection. Now, every single Frozen Crypt deplorable is really bright. Look at this. Look how much this stands out. That is very, very, very interesting. Is it something that looks quite appealing to the likes of you also, and a different coloured interior? Now remember, all furnaces emit the same light, but as I'm looking at that, that is pretty interesting. As I go over to here and look at this, you can see that that really does stand out ever so nicely. So snap, back over to here. Do you like what you see? Do you like the details, the gloss, the shine from the likes of the light? That's looking pretty cool. And I'm wondering what else gets produced from here and now. So as I tab out, I can point out that with the likes of the Frozen Crypt collection, I'm pretty sure there's a garage door produced. I'm pretty sure that did happen. It just wasn't accepted. So let me just quickly go double check, just make sure of that. Is Hedge going crazy? No, it was there. All right, so maybe down the line, potentially, we'll see a version 2 of this, a resubmission. Maybe we see some more Frozen Crypt skins being produced. I have been making jokes about, oh, I'd love to see a chair and a table. Well, I'm standing by it. I want to see it. Anyway, so far, this has worked out ever so nicely. Good work, Horomiao and Mugiwara. In terms of what other skins would we like to see, chat, you could go to the comment section. You could go give them some props, some applause, and some suggestions. Water purifier. Well, it'll be frozen. That's the joke. Anyway. We could potentially see the likes of a locker. I would personally vouch for that. I think that would be very cool. I think you could pull off a very interesting design with the likes of that. You could potentially actually release a Frozen Crypt skin for the likes of the upcoming Christmas batch of skins. If Sir Q can submit a From Hell skin for Halloween, what's stopping you from releasing a Frozen Crypt skin for the likes of Christmas? Something to consider. Anyway, hopping back over to here and looking at the skins that we have already, I just want to bring up the point with the likes of the large box again and the door. So looking at the likes of the large box, there's only 23 of these listed on the Steam market. Lowest listing is $1.75 with barders only going up to about $1.20. It's open season, guys. It's right there. If you think that could potentially work out ever so nicely, with maybe some more frozen Crypt skins being accepted later down the line, it doesn't look like it's going down any lower. And with the acceptance today, it's going to probably start rising. So that's something for you to consider, people. That's something for you to consider. So frozen Crypt storage, you're not exactly holding up and retaining your value, but things might change from here and now. With a sheer lack of quantity, it's going to be a lot easier for that to happen. And the Sheep Matador, unfortunately, with the likes of the Sheep Matador, like many Sheep Matadors, it's just suffered. Didn't this sell for $3? It did. $2.99. Whoa. Oh dear. That's the sad state of Sheep Matadors this year. Look at that. It's gone down to a third of its price. But with the acceptance today, will things improve? Will things change? Because it looks like it's only been going down. Hopefully it does stop now. Hopefully it does improve. Hopefully we do see the likes of this doing ever so nice in the future. There is a potential that we're going to see even more of this collection. You've got to keep an eye on the likes of the workshop. But we also have to take this into consideration. We're not going to be seeing any more frozen Crypt skins being produced for at least 2 weeks. The next 2 rust stores are Halloween rust stores. So, okay, understood. All good. So if you're thinking, all right, maybe the furnace might not exactly do super great. Well, I've got to bring this up again. If this week isn't going to be getting that much interest, and by default I've seen quite a few people just jump into my stream today and say, this is boring, this isn't special, this isn't interesting. Well, that means these skins might not sell that much, and I'm looking at that furnace, and if it only just about sells like 10,000 subscribers, much like what I said with like the Garage Draw there, well then, well, that would be in a very similar spot in regards to what the likes of that large box is in. And I know the box has gone down in price, I'm fully well aware. It's got hardly any stock on it. Now imagine this, if this collection only grows more and more and more, don't you think the likes of these 2 skins, if they've sold hardly anything, don't you think they might rebound and go up in price very easily because there's hardly any of them available? With a sheer lack of quantity, it's so much easier for it to rise up in price. Who would have said that? Well, I've been saying it all the time. Anyway, so let's see how this turns out. It is abnormal, and it's selling for its standard deplorable price. That's kind of surprising to me. So we'll keep an eye on it. If it sells a little bit too much, all right, maybe we'll take a bit of a step back. But with the likes of furnaces this year, initially it didn't look very pretty, but I've looked at this again, and I've noticed the likes of a decent amount of furnaces actually doing quite all right. So Polished Obsidian, you have been doing all right pretty much all of this year. Now the Pirate Furnace actually got bought out a fair bit. Seems to have gone back down a bit. It's weird. It's a bit of a strange furnace. Ultramarine still holding up quite all right. Twisted Metal's doing okay at the moment, but give it some time, it'll probably go back down again. Frozen Crypt, I think you do stand out ever so nicely. I can't help but assume that you're going to be appreciated as time goes on, and I'm keeping my eye on you. I think I actually might proceed and buy some of them. But of course, Abnormal Barders first, so we'll wait till Wednesday, and of course we'll do the Abnormal Barder stream. That is looking nice. I hope to see more. What would that be? We'll have to wait and see. Exactly that. So one more quick final look, and then we'll start taking a look at the likes of the AK47. So do you like it? Feel free to comment below, because that is a very, very cool, stylish, creative, interesting design. And with it now slowly getting colder and colder as we get closer to winter time, maybe you need the right type of skin to keep you nice and warm inside. That don't make much sense. Anyway, cool idea. Best of luck to likes those skin creators. Keep up the good work. Right then, let's now hop over to here and showcase an interesting AK-47, the Angu AK-47. Get a good look at that. Let's get a bit of the sun, nice and shiny. But yeah, didn't we just have an AK accepted the previous week, the week before that, the week before that, the week before that? Well, shut up. So we have a brand new AK-47. Let's just see if that lightens up at all. Nope, it's just a black aim sight, so it is what it is. Cool. Shoot, reload. It's totally fine for what it is, but I don't really have that much faith in it, I'm afraid. In terms of, is it going to retain value? Probably not. We'll take a look at many other AKs in a bit. You know exactly how it's going to go, but yeah, get a good look at that. A perfectly fine looking AK, produced by the likes of Mr. Duck, the man behind the likes of the Neon Deplorable collection. A very nice and shiny skin. Where's our Neon Weapon skin collection, Mr. Duck? I know it sounds silly, I know it sounds incredibly goofy, but why not? Why not? Why can't we have a Neon AK-47? Give me a good reason as to why you haven't done that. Right, night time, off we go. Snap. And yeah, it's shiny, it's sleek, it's pretty cool to look at. Do you like it? Feel free to comment below. It's a perfectly fine AK. If you like it, treat yourself, just go ahead and buy it. Now, if you're looking at this and thinking, oh, is that going to be a nice investment? Nah, I'm very sorry to say. I'm going to give you a very quick, straightforward answer. I don't expect much for the likes of this. So, what do you mean? Well, we have had so many AK-47s being accepted this year, and of course, a lot of them being sold at the standard price of $1.99. So you're going to sit there and say, well, what's wrong with that? Number one, first of all, how many AK-47 skins do we currently have in the game? Over 250. In fact, aren't we close to the likes of 300 at the moment? Well, we're going to find out in a second, because SUMM's going to show us in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... Right, sorry about that. So unfortunately, SUMM had a bit of a hiccup, but I can look at all the skins through the item database that we have here. And as you can see, pretty much every single AK-47 that we've had so far this year, not exactly holding up very well. Now, I know the Shining Edge AR is currently looking pretty okay at the moment, but give it a week, give it some time. When more of them become listed on the Steam market, I have doubts. I'm pretty sure that's going to go down in price. So we have the somewhat recent Commando AK-47 there. I mean, we liked that. We thought that was going to work out very well. As of now, it's doing a very good job. But when you look at the likes of the Speed Rage AK-47 right there, sold at $1.99, 87 cents. When you look at the likes of the Heater AK-47, $1.99, now it's selling at 82 cents. I mean, you could basically see it. So many of these are down in price. I don't think the likes of the Angu AK-47 is going to be any different. So, as I said, if you like it, by all means, buy it, use it, enjoy it, support the skin creator. If you're going to be smarter with the likes of your Steam wallet, yeah, it's going to probably go down in price pretty quickly. But just remember this, there's always going to be another AK-47 and Twitch drops. So maybe you don't really feel the need to buying another AK ever again. I mean, that's up to you. But there will be more interesting creative designs, and maybe this Angu collection develops into so much more, if there is going to be more. So keep your eyes open, keep an eye on Duck's Workshop. Cool. Right then, let's move on to the next skin. And that will be the Speed Rage MP5. I just talked about the Speed Rage AK-47, didn't I? Well, if we were to just quickly look at the likes of this, Mr. Yopka's collection of skins being accepted so far this year is perfectly fine, but that AK did go down in price pretty sharply. Anyway, I don't exactly think this is going to be doing that much better anytime soon. I haven't even made mention of this, but both the weapon skins this week are also not abnormal. We're going to have to just simply look at the skins on Wednesday night and figure out how we're going to approach them. But I'm going to be brutally honest with you. With the likes of both of these skins, it's going to probably just be a 60 cent to 80 cent buy order. I don't think people looking at these and thinking, oh, I've got to have that. Like, I don't want to sound mean, but yeah, I don't think these are going to be keeping the demand, keeping the attention. Oh, so the MP5s work. Thanks, AK-47. Anyway, so yeah, down 56, down 34, down 24, down 37, down 51, down 52, down 36, down 25, down 29. Point made, you get the idea. So yeah, that very likely will just be a very straightforward 60 cent to 80 cent situation. But of course, I should still show off the likes of the skin. So let's go whip this out. We have ourselves a very cool looking MP5 right here in front of me. Now you might notice very slightly that the very tip of the aim sight there has a bit of blue. So it's black and blue. That's very nice. Quick little showcase there. Very nice. So if I can recall, when I looked at the likes of the AK-47, I said, hey, this reminds me of a Twitch drop, but I couldn't remember what it was in the moment. And then I remembered, oh, it's the XQC AK-47. So, yeah, if you like that type of design, look at the likes of Speed Rage. It's not very expensive. And here we are. Let's just quickly show off the likes of this MP5. Perfectly fine looking design. Nothing wrong with it. And as I said, if you like it, you can always treat yourself and buy one. All right. Let's now snap to nighttime. And here we are. Get a good look at the likes of that. I like the pattern. I like the design. It looks very cool. But you know what I'd like to see? What about if we got some Speed Rage deplorables? I think that might look very appealing. That's up to you, skin creators. But for now, get a good look at that, people. If you like what you see, feel free to comment below. Alright then. So, I feel like we've said more than enough in regards to this skin. Shall we now proceed to talk about the likes of the next skin? Alright then. That'll be Trakmer Roadsign gloves. Okay. So with the arrival of this today, Trakmer Tier 3 actually went up in price. It got bought out. So SUMM's a little bit slow to update its prices, but if I just quickly hop over to here, you can see on the front page, Trakmer face mask was on the front page. Now if I had to refresh real quickly, it's gone now. This was earlier, and as you can see, the price did bounce up a bit. It's now on the Steam market at $2 with the bars improving quite nicely. Alright, sweet. So we've made quite a fuss talking about the likes of Trakmer and discussing whether it could be considered a cheap green camouflage option. Now, if you want to get a good look at that, go back about 2 or 3 weeks, look at the likes of the Rust off from 2 or 3 weeks ago, because I did pair this up with the likes of Flashback's hoodie and pants. I went and stood in the likes of some grassy areas, some trees and whatnot. It's fine. It does a perfectly fine, serviceable job. So, all right, cool. I don't think it's going to immediately catch on as the go-to option for the likes of green camouflage. Don't forget, we also happen to have the likes of Reptile Hunter and whatnot. All right. But there's one thing that is special. There is one thing that is interesting. We don't actually have anything like Reptile Hunter gloves. Even though there was an attempt, it has been put in, wasn't accepted. Also, take note of this as well. Why is it again a situation where the gloves are accepted but not the boots? That's happened to Chameleon Collection, that's happened to Black Diamond Collection, that's happened to this now. I swear, honestly, we'll probably get to complete the sets, but Helka's going to be very malicious about it, and it's only going to consist of boots. Anyway, I mean, it could happen. Imagine if they did. Alright, anyway, so, okay, we didn't get the boots, it's not the end of the world, and unfortunately we still have not yet seen the likes of the Tier 2 armour. But that can always be resubmitted, that can always be, like, changed into a Tier 2. And yeah, maybe the skin creator will consider making the likes of some hoodie and pants. That can definitely happen. But just want to point this out to you very quickly, you know, there's an interesting green hoodie and pants that are currently available right now. Well, the Twitch drop isn't available yet, but I'll talk more about that in a bit. Anyway, so let's just quickly compare the likes of this tank armor, Roadsign gloves, real quickly with the likes of the Forest Raiders gloves, because there's a bit of a difference in terms of price. Tank armor right now is currently selling in the Rust store for $1.49. Very cool, very nice. Scroll, 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 scroll. Oh look, there's the Forest Raiders $40. What? Yep, that's kind of expensive. But we've already kind of discussed the price of the likes of Forest Raiders quite recently, because last week we had the locker skin, didn't we? It's known that it's expensive. It's known that it's ridiculous. So maybe, just maybe, purely based on the fact that this is vaguely green, which I'm going to show off to you in a bit, maybe, just maybe, this actually will work out ever so nicely. Also, please consider this, it's also abnormal. We can do the abnormal barders, we can look at the support afterwards, and we can make considerations if it's looking super safe to consider jumping into and investing into. Now, a good 2 weeks or so ago, we looked at the likes of the Black Diamond Roadsign gloves, and that was a perfect example of realising there was a great opportunity to jump into. Because I was like, guys, can't help but assume we're going to see the likes of Black Diamond hoodie and pants being accepted the next day. And we did the abnormal barders, and the abnormal barders were very strong. They were $2 on the Rust store. Barders were pushing all the way up to like $1.80 if I can recall. It looked perfectly fine to jump in. Even if we didn't see the likes of hoodie and pants being accepted the very next Rust store, still looked like it's going to do a very good job of retaining value, and it looked to be like a perfectly fine investment. Then, of course, the hoodie and pants were accepted, and then last week, quite literally a week ago, this went all the way up to $8 initially, didn't it? One guy in my stream chat actually sold his for $10. He did that. He sold it to the buy order. I saw it happen. So, yeah, tank armor. You're looking interesting. Will you be very appealing? Shall we actually go ahead now and take a look at it in-game? That's what we should do. So let's go ahead and do that. Roadsign gloves jump scare. Ah! Right, here we are. These are the gloves in-game. Get a good look at the likes of that. Now, I'm also wearing the likes of the tank armor tier 3 with the special kilt. Now, of course, don't forget, tier 2 has not yet been accepted. So, whilst I've brought in what could be considered like a full set, yeah, that's not yet been accepted. So, anyway, looking at the likes of the gloves here, they are nice and green. Not like very, very green. It's like a mix of brown and green. But still, that would be a perfectly serviceable option. It still looks perfectly fine. And again, it's not a matter of, oh, it has to be used with the likes of tank armor. That could still be used with the likes of Reptile Hunter and whatnot. Yeah, so take that into consideration. This is the go-to cheap option for some green gloves now. You could consider Bombshell, but Bombshell's got like yellow and orange and whatnot. Probably not what you're looking for. So let's just get a quick look at the likes of that. Looking quite nice. Looking perfectly fine. A nice addition to this collection. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly put some clothes on. This right here is the Charitable Rust hoodie and pants. The pants are a Twitch drop. The hoodie is a special skin that's currently in the Rust store right now at a higher price. But just want to point this out. It's green. It's not fully green, but it's still green enough. And maybe this might be a nice option for the likes of you to consider. Yes. Not only would you be contributing money to a charity, but you have yourself a nice little fit here for the likes of being nice and camouflaged in the grassy green areas. So, Right, let's just go onto stage. Come on, faster. Run, 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 run. Whoosh. Turn around. So, do you reckon that's doing reasonably okay? What if I zoom in a little bit more? Hey, how you doing? Now, it does hide the hands well enough. The face mask does a decent enough job. And if you're still not satisfied with the likes of the chest plate, don't forget you could just get the Franken chest plate, aka the Frankenstein chest plate. That was a Halloween skin that came out a good 4 years ago. In fact, I think I might have it. That looks totally fine. That looks totally nice. It's an available option for you right now. But more specifically, are you liking how the gloves blend in quite nicely? So yeah, certainly is an option. Now let's just move the sun around a bit. And there you go. Now this isn't exactly like the best like camouflage showcase and whatnot, but I have done this a lot quite recently. Consider watching my Twitch drops video if you want to get a good look at the likes of this. So anyway, those gloves, pretty cool, pretty nice and affordable. And if we don't see anything that compares to it in any time in the future, it might just instantly work out ever so nicely. And if we do get the likes of more tank armor skins being produced and accepted, even better for the likes of the gloves. So let's see what happens in the future. But I think it's going to be in a pretty interesting spot. It's abnormal. We can use that to our advantage. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. You get the idea. Now, there's one little thing that I want to do real quickly. Get a good look at the likes of the gloves one more time. Let's do it at night time as well, just to kind of get like all the lighting on it and whatnot without anything else interfering, so you can see that very nicely. All right, cool. Haven't we already done this? Well, I want to do a quick comparison. So look at the likes of this. You can see, is that green enough? Blah, blah, blah. Yep. Okay, now, we're going to put the Forest Raiders gloves on. And I want you to give me your honest opinion. When you look at that, you can clearly see it's so much more greener. Just remember this. With humans, with our history, where we used to be prey animals, apparently we can distinguish so many more different colours of green compared to any other colour. Because, of course, you had to vaguely notice if something was prowling in the grass and whatnot. So you could clearly see that green's a much more better, interesting, more looking green. Anyway, do you reckon the tank armour gloves do a perfectly fine job? That right there, $40. Tank armour, $1.49. It's for you to consider, and I'd love to hear your comments. So feel free to point that out to me. And yeah, cool. Right then, shall we now move on to the next skin? Let's go proceed to do that right now. Right, we're back over to here, and as you can see, we have a brand new Oasis skin. So literally the week after, with the likes of the garage door being accepted, the sheet metal door has appeared. So did you actually kind of spike up a bit? Like, you know, you got an instant continuation. Well, it looks like it has bumped back up to the likes of $3. Actually, no, weren't you a $2.49 skin? Yes, you were. So hang on a minute. You're now in the positive. Very nice. Will it hold? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, a brand new sheet metal door. Cool. $2.49. Cool. What's wrong, Hedge? Well, we've had a lot of sheet metal doors selling at $2.49 this year, haven't we? How have they performed? Well, should I just show you right here? Oh, God. All right. So, $2.49, $2.49, $2.99, $2.49. You're fine, you're good. $2.49, $2.99, $2.49, $2.49, $2.49, $2.49. Oh, even you, sushi sheet metal door. Oh, you're cute. Anyway, $2.99, $2.49, $2.49, $2.49. I've made my point. You can clearly see that we've had so many doors come out this year, selling at the likes of $2.49, and they've just dramatically dropped down in price. Very unfortunate. Now, quite literally, the likes of last week, we also had a very cool looking sheet metal door, and whilst right now it seems to be doing a good job of retaining its value, even then, I don't think that's going to be holding up its price. I'm very sorry to say it, but yeah, I worry for this still. So back over to here, we're here to talk about the likes of the Oasis the Oasis sheet metal door. And hey, maybe it doesn't sell that much. Okay, that could happen. Hey, maybe we see the likes of a collection continuation being produced. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised by that. It's a bit odd though that the garage door which was produced afterwards was accepted, and then this was accepted after. Yeah, whatever. So cool. I'm expecting some more Oasis. I'm not saying it that way again. It's Oasis. I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing some more of these being produced. Large box, small box, rug skin, locker, you name it. I expect it. Chair. Water purifier. Now, an Oasis water purifier would make sense But I am being silly. You don't need to do a war purifier. I'm joking. Anyway, so I would expect some interesting skins still yet to be produced, and I'm looking forward to it. The likes of Papacal and Universe Kid definitely have a nice creative touch. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the skin in-game. So that is a mighty fine looking skin. It is beautiful. It is interesting. The butt mat work and the likes of the, I don't want to say hieroglyphics. It's definitely made, I don't know. What is this? Is it an actual language or is it just like a pattern design? I'm not going to guess, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Anyway, if we could just quickly snap to nighttime. As you can see, with the reflection of the light, it stands out ever so nicely. Look at that. Lovely bit of bump mat work there. And yeah, the reflection stands out ever so nicely on the likes of the trees, the likes of the pattern landscape design there. And of course, with the stars in the eye, they glow ever so nicely. Now, if we were to just quickly turn off the lights, well, bam. That's a lovely looking skin. But I still worry for it. Sheepman Adores this year, they have not fared very well. Now, yes, we might still see the likes of an interesting collection being produced for this. I look forward to it. But in terms of, is it going to be okay? I am not feeling that confident, I'm afraid. Regardless, if you like it, by all means, buy it, use it, enjoy it, support the skin creators, keep them nice and motivated to keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. And remember, not everything has to be considered as an investment. Just treat yourself every now and then. Appreciate what gets produced. Cool. So hopping back over to here, it's abnormal. We can wait until Wednesday, then we can consider approaching it. How much will it sell by then? I don't know. As of now, it's the second lowest it's the second lowest selling skin that's marketable and tradable. But yeah, I'm not having the highest of hopes. So I guess we'll move on. Let's proceed to talk about the likes of the cheese poncho. Time to get a little bit cheesy. What are we wearing? It is the cheese poncho. Yep, it's cheese. Yes. I don't know what else to say. It's a cheese poncho. So, hey, if you want to smell good, whip it on and be delicious. I don't know. It's really random. It's really strange, and it's happened. So, didn't we have the likes of a pitta poncho last year? I think we got something going on here. Someone needs to make like a lettuce poncho. All right, just pointing out. Oh, that would be pretty interesting green camouflage. I've given you ideas, skin creators. Go ahead and do it. Then we need like a tomato one. Anyway, we've got a cheese poncho. So immediately I'm just going to point this out. We've had quite a lot of ponchos being produced and accepted over the past 2 or 3 years, and so many of them are not holding up very well. Let's also just quickly snap to nighttime. And yeah, it's fine. It's totally silly. You know, someone could probably turn this white and then call it a moon poncho and it'll probably get accepted as well. Oh, wait, the moon's got holes in it. Well, I mean, you know, it's where the aliens are, isn't it? Right, anyway, so, yeah, cheese poncho, goofy, silly. If you like it, go ahead and buy it and whatnot. But I'm not looking at this with, like, positivity in regards to the financial perspective. I'm afraid to say. I'm sorry to say. So, hopping out of here, it is the lowest selling marketable skin in the Rust store this week so far, and I'm sure there'll probably be some more cheese primitive skins being produced, but I just don't think it's going to hold up very well. I'm definitely questioning it a lot. So let's just quickly bring up all the ponchos that have come out over the past few years. All right, needs the tortilla skirt for cheese. As I said, we need some sort of lettuce poncho and whatnot. Anyway, look at all of these. Look at all these ponchos. We've had some very goofy, strange, outlandish, transparent designs and whatnot for the likes of ponchos so far this year. And even then, every single one of these ponchos is down in price. And then you look at likes of last year, and we have one in the positive, and that's it. Pirate poncho isn't that far off, but still the point it remains. And look, there's the pitta poncho. And then we had the pizza poncho. Yeah, we're getting like one food-related poncho every year. As I said, let us next year. All right, anyway. So these ponchos that have come out ever since we saw the magical arrival of the Arctic camo poncho, yeah, they've just like been coming out in crazy amounts. Every single year since then, we've been getting more and more and more ponchos being produced and accepted. And with that, it's harder for them to maintain interest. And with that, it's harder for them to maintain their value. So cheese poncho, you're silly. You're goofy, you are also abnormal. I just don't think you're going to be retaining your price. Now, if we do see the likes of a cheese boonie hat, cheese bandana, cheese leather gloves, cheese hide boots, cheese hide clothing, cheese burlap clothing, if that all gets accepted and you have like a full primitive cheese collection, yeah, all right, then the poncho probably will fare a lot better. But I'm not seeing any evidence of that as of now. And over the course of the next 2 weeks, I won't be surprised if it drops in price pretty quickly. So yeah, that's how I'm going to approach it. But regardless, if you like it, go show some support to likes of the skin creator there. And keep an eye on the workshop because, yeah, as I said, wouldn't be surprised if we see some more cheese-related skins. So props to you, Mr. L4FER. Let's see what you produce next. Right, so that's it. That's everything in regards to the likes of the marketable skins. So shall we now go ahead and put a bit of a focus in regards to the Charitable Rust store skins? Right then, let's go do that. Alright, so let's focus the likes of the Charitable Rust store skins. As you can see, they're selling at a higher price. The vending machine selling at $5. We have the likes of the Armador selling at $10. We have the Charitable Rust hoodie, which we've already mentioned earlier, selling at $5. And the Charitable Rust SAR selling at $10. Yep, they are selling at a higher price, but remember, all proceeds do go towards the likes of helping out the charity that Charitable Rust is helping, Direct Relief. Now, they are only here for 1 week. They are non-tradable, non-marketable, they will be bound to your account, but once they're gone, they're gone. So you have to make a consideration. You could buy these very cool looking skins, which I'm about to showcase off to you. But not only that, you'll be also helping out the likes of a charity, which of course will be helping out people who are struggling and suffering. So you get the idea. Cool. Right, so what's also happening over the course of this weekend? There's an actual event taking place that you can join in. There's a special server that's been produced. And of course, there's going to be many activities. There's going to be lots of people jumping in. You can just play standard Rust. You know, it's all around the map. But there's a special little safe hub area, which has lots of activities to take part in. Parkour. You can take part in the likes of the art gallery and various other little things and bits and bobs. Plus, you can just sit around, talk with people. Streamers and whatnot will be there. You get the idea. Now, I would just want to quickly clarify this. You should be well aware that with the likes of the Rust store skins, we are going to have the likes of Twitch drops. Now, you probably are fully already well aware of this because I've already made a video showcasing all of them, including the likes of the Charitable Rust store skins, but don't worry, I'm still going to show them off to you. But if you want to get a nice, concise, straightforward showcase of all the Twitch drops and the brand new Rust store skins, consider giving this video a good watch. The October 2024 Charitable Rust Twitch drops skins showcase video. Everything is chaptered if you just want to skip ahead. So yeah, it's for your consideration. So back over to here, just want to point this out. All the skins, all the Twitch drops, they are generic drops. You only need to watch anyone streaming Rust on Twitch and you'll get all the drops. Now, you could watch me if you really want to. I will be streaming during the event. I will be on for quite a long time. I'm taking part in the Charitable Rust art gallery contest. Basically, I'm a judge. So all of you are more than welcome to come jump in. Say hello to the likes of me. You can sit there and express yourself with your wonderful artistic abilities. I'm already concerned about this. You can draw anything related to Rust. You can draw your most favourite skin in Rust. You could draw something in relation to the likes of Direct Relief. You're more than welcome to do so. Please be nice. Please don't do anything naughty. But yeah, you can jump in, say hello to me. I'll try my best to answer to everyone. I will be walking around. I will be chatting. If you keep talking with me, we might end up having a bit of a lecture. I'll end up doing a TED Talk. You've been warned. All right, anyway. So, with the likes of this, don't worry. You don't have to watch 30 minutes, then an hour, then 2 hours. It's just a straight 7 hours. All right, just a straight 7 hours. You'll get all the skins. Now, just remember, your Twitch account has to be linked with the likes of a Steam account. Just go through the process and setting this up all here. You just have to sign in. It's not hard. It's not too complicated. It's all there. It'll explain everything to you. It's very easy. Okay, cool. So you got that all understood. And everything is being given away as of the 12th of October, 4 p.m. London time. All right? So that's basically this Saturday when the actual event kickstarts. So, yep, that's cool. And they're being given away for like just over 8 days. So from the 12th of October to the 20th, quite literally the very end, you get the idea. Cool. So I feel like that's all been said. I hope you're looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to be able to talk with many people who watch likes of my videos and whatnot. You get the idea. That's nice. I'm really, really worried about the things we're about to see. I'm very concerned. Right, so now, shall we actually jump in now and take a look at the likes of those Charitable Rust store skins? Okay, so I'm just wearing the likes of the Charitable Rust poncho and leather gloves. These are a Twitch drop. That's nice, but we're not really here to focus that. I just want to point out that I'm also wearing the hoodie here. So yes, just to remind you, the hoodie and pants could be considered to be some very nice green camouflage with the correct attire. Maybe not the likes of that, life jacket, poncho, and the gloves, but hey, I just want to show them off regardless. Right then, so let's now move over to here and take a look at this ever so lovely looking vending machine. This is produced by our good friend Mr. Zed Skipper, Dark Schneider. They've produced an absolutely wonderful, cute little vending machine. You've never seen anything like that, I'm sure, so get a good look at this. And of course, how does it look at night when it glows in the dark? So that stands out ever so nicely, doesn't it? All the mushrooms, all on display around it, glow in the dark ever so nicely. Let's just turn off the lights properly. There you go. That stands out ever so nicely. So, yep, $5 for the likes of this. Yes, the back glows as well. There's also a little bit of an Easter egg, if I can recall. So if I were to just quickly turn the lights back on, apparently if you just go through here, it says like, thanks. Thank you for your support. Thank you very much for your wonderful looking skin. So yeah, just to point that out. He didn't want me to show that, but I did it. So yeah, that is a wonderful, cool looking vending machine right there. And as you can see, you got the likes of the Direct Relief logo, Charitable Rust, Rustified, and plus symbol. Plus is good. So yeah, that's cool. $5. It's up to you. Now over to here, we have the likes of the armored door. That is looking ever so nice. Charitable Rust is the battery, empowering the likes of Direct Relief. Very cool. Quick look at night time. It's quite nice and reflective to a point. And of course, if we just turn off all the lights, as you can see, yep, glows in the dark ever so nicely. A perfectly fine serviceable armored door skin. $10. It can help out quite a lot. So it's up to you. Feel free to consider purchasing the likes of that. Now I'm going to go over to here, and I'm going to go on stage, because I have a SAR in my hand. Over to here, just want to point this out. This SAR, very useful red aim sight. A quick look at the likes of that. Got a nice wooden design. Let's just quickly take a look at that again. Yep, a lovely skin produced by the likes of Coffee Outlaw. Very nice, very useful. Nighttime look. I'm sure some people are concerned, so there you go. Does it stand out quite nicely? Well, at the end of the day, why not just use a hollow sight? So, yeah, you get the idea. I think that stands out reasonably enough, so I'm thinking a lot of people might appreciate that. But how about we go ahead now and just showcase this to the side, on stage. Get a good look at this. Yep. That right there is a perfectly fine looking SAR. Now, yes, it's a slightly high price, but hey, every little helps. If you like it, you'll be helping out quite a lot of people, and you'll be supporting a charity. So, yep, there we go. A good look at the likes of that. Feel free to comment below if you like it. Feel free to comment below if you think that's something you would like to use. All right, then. So, with the likes of that, we can now move on to the likes of showcasing a very special Twitch drop. Because I have shown off the likes of the hoodie. I have shown off the likes of the vending machine, the armored door, the SAR. I need to talk about this garage door right here. All right, this is given away for free. Have you noticed what's so special about it? I'm pretty sure you can notice it already. You might have seen that guy randomly standing there this whole time. Why have I done that? Because I wanted to showcase that this garage door, which is a completely free Twitch drop, has transparency that's head height. I don't need to crouch. I don't need to jump. I don't need to stand in anything. I can pretty much see everything. I can see down well enough. Now, there's about like 1 square of visibility that you can't see. So as you can see, I can see like the line where the second foundation starts. Basically, the main point is use the likes of a spray can, whatever garage door you might have, quickly switch to this, take a look around. All right, no one's out there, but they could still potentially hide like right here. So that's for you to consider. Right, so does this glow in the dark? Yes, it does. It stands out ever so nicely. All the lights are also turned off now. Get a good look at that. So that's being given away for free. And you can say thank you to Rustified for basically getting this whole event set up and whatnot. Very nice, very cool. And yeah, I can see you, Bob. I'm not letting you do any mischief. Right, so yeah, I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate the likes of that. So not only do we have some very cool looking charity Rust door skins, we have some very interesting Twitch drops as well. So I hope you're looking forward to it. And let's now hop out of here and start talking about the likes of some interesting things to look forward to in the future. Right. Of course, we're going to be yapping about the likes of the commits. Now, of course, we've just had the likes of a very cool October update, but we now look towards what interesting things potentially might be happening towards the end of this year. Now, there have been some interesting details that have been posted as of recent, so I hop over to looks likes of here. Vines? Vines? Where will vines be? If we're going to have vines added to this game, where might they potentially be placed? Well, potentially the forest, you could say that, but aren't they more of like a rainforest type of plant, maybe a jungle type of plant? So, yeah, if you can remember, basically at the very beginning of this year, there was mentions of there was like a roadmap, basically. And Face Punch quite literally said by the end of the year they wanted to have like a brand new biome added to the game. And they were basically mentioning that, well, with everything that's been showcased in likes of the commits over the past year, there have been so many allusions or mentions of interesting content alluding to the idea that it's going to be a jungle biome. So the straightforward one was, of course, the jungle ruins, which is supposed to be a pyramid ziggurat, South American pyramid, with some mentions of snakes, crocodiles, panthers, tigers, where they all live, jungle, blowpipe weapon. Yep, where's that get used? Well, it's commonly associated with likes of people who live in the rainforest, so same thing, jungle. And now we have vines. Are we going to replace ladders with vines? We're turning into Minecraft, aren't we? Anyway, this looks to be an interesting thing that's currently getting worked on. Now, it's not directly implying, jungle, no mention of jungle, but where else is it going to be? As I said, maybe the forest, but we'll find out. Just another thing that strongly alludes to the idea that the next biome is going to be jungle. All right, so maybe it gets properly announced and showcased around December. Maybe it actually gets introduced. Maybe it's just going to suddenly appear because there's no actual direct mention of a new biome literally being mentioned here. Like no direct, straight up, new biome being mentioned. But all these other things are alluding to it. So, cool. Let's move on to the next thing. There's mention of a brand new crossbow, 4-shot mini crossbow. 4-shot mini crossbow, that's literally just got started. Well, Pilgrim, you produce absolutely fantastic, awesome looking weapons. So let's see let's see what that turns into. If you can recall, there's also mentions of the likes of a tier 1 SMG, but I believe that's already cleaned up, finished, and that'll probably come out maybe next month or the month after. We'll see. So something to look forward to. Another brand new weapon currently being worked on. Now, siege weapons. There's more to it. Battering rams are also being mentioned now. Oh, so if you've ever felt like raiding with a rock, no, get a big log and just smack it against the door. Mate, that sounds really funny. Now, is it just going to be like wooden? Like, are all of these siege weapons literally just going to be made out of wood? How much wood is it going to cost? That's the funny thing. A few thousand wood here and there, maybe. We shall see. But, yeah, battering rams. Battering rams, siege towers. It's looking very medieval. Especially when I bring up the likes of shields. Shields are being worked on a lot more now. So they're going very, very medieval. Medieval Rust servers are a strong possibility. It looks like that's going to happen. Is that what they're planning to do for Charitable? So there's another Twitch Rivals event planned for December. They quite literally announced it with the mini Twitch Rivals they had like a month ago. Is this what they're planning to do? Are they going to showcase the likes of all of this brand new siege stuff? That would be pretty funny, and that would be a very interesting way to advertise it. We'll see. But it's been worked on quite a lot. There's been lots of mentions, and we'll see how that turns out. That looks funny. That sounds funny, and let's see if it works out quite nicely. I wonder how easy it is to knock down walls with the likes of the battering ram and whatnot. The more people you have, the stronger it is. Oh my God, Zerg's going to be too powerful now, oh dear. Right, well, it is what it is. Okay, just want to bring this up. The October update brought in a lot of people. So the average player count for October so far has been very good. Been a nice gain. Now, the player counts over the past few days, it's been fine, but I do feel like it's going to drop off quite a fair bit. I think it'll be around evens to the likes of September. We shall see. But with the likes of the player count during the likes of the autumn-fall season, it's been pretty good. Compare it to the likes of last year, went down to 69,000. A much better look. Also, peak player count for the likes of October 2023, it was only 130,000. Last week, 169,000. Nice. So that's cool. That is looking very, very, very nice. What else is there to say? So more people playing the game. Straight up. Every year, it's only showing signs of more and more people playing the game. Maybe it might stop next year. Who knows? But with all this brand new content that's been worked on and introduced, more people are curious. More people are playing Rust. What else is there to say? All right. So maybe I should stop yapping. Maybe that would be a nice thing to do. So just to point this out one more time, the Charitable Rust event will be taking place. I will be starting around 4 p.m. London time, UK time, this Saturday. I will be on stream. I will be dropping all the skins, of course. And of course, as I said, I'm taking part in the event. I'm an art judge. Come jump in, visit the gallery, try and draw something nice, not naughty, nice, please. And yeah, I will judge you. That'll be fun. So yeah, the more people, the merrier. It'll be very nice to meet a lot of you. And I hope the video is nice. I hope I showcased the skins well enough. One more quick look at the likes of these, that. And now we have to point out, what are the next skins going to be for the next 2 Rust stores? I've said it so many times already. Halloween. All right. So we have had over 200 Halloween skin submissions for Halloween 2024. It is ridiculous. I will have this linked in the description. Don't forget to say thank you to TGG, that German guy, for setting this all up here. Now, there's only like 45 clothing and armor skins, which do include like alts, so different colors and whatnot. You get the idea. There was 146 deplorables. Again, that also includes alts. And there's like 46 weapons and tools. Basically, the point I'm trying to get across is do not be surprised if we're going to be very deplorable heavy for likes of Halloween Rust stores. So that would mean the October 17 Rust store and the October 24 Rust store are going to be our Halloween Rust stores. But what about October 31? Yeah, apparently not. It's not going to be a Halloween Rust store, apparently. I don't know what's going on there, but that's what they've decided. So yeah, just to quickly point this out as well, 31 sheet metal doors were produced, 42 garage doors were produced. Yep. Skin creators, they keep making the same things. Right, so if you want to get a quick little insight to likes of that, I do have a video which is right over here. I don't show off all of the skins because I don't want this to conflict with likes of that German guy's list and video and whatnot. He's official. I'm just the financial yapper. But in about 40 minutes, I bring up all the collection continuations, which are chapters, and I do show off the top 5 skins in terms of support, so upvotes, some favourites and whatnot in the workshop. I do actually show those off in-game. And you've probably seen me posting a lot of short videos showcasing Halloween skins. There's a lot of very interesting creative designs. I really would recommend looking at the likes of that collection. And that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and find out what skins are going to be accepted next week. I will sit here and say I expect about 15 skins accepted for next week's Rust store. And we're probably going to see quite a few Halloween items not being reintroduced. And by items, I'm talking about the likes of the hockey mask. I'm talking about the likes of the torch, the cultist torch. I'm talking about the likes of the witch cauldron, skull fire pit, and whatnot. I think some of that's not getting brought back. What ones will it be? Well, feel free to comment below. Because if they don't get brought back, people are probably going to buy them out because they think they're rare from now on. Maybe they're never going to be brought back ever again. Who knows? We shall see. Well, we're going to have to wait another year again, aren't we? But you get the idea. Cool. So, catch you later. Say goodbye. Have a good week and enjoy yourself. And I hope to see you during the likes of the Charitable Rust event.